camera, the storm does not work well for the camera.
The storm is not cooperating for the camera, Heather. It looks pretty calm now, you know.
Just for a second, trust me.
Here it comes.
I hear it coming.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes, Heather.
Okay, it's like 6:30, and the winds have definitely picked up. It is raining. What's sad is the meteorologist just said it's not going to get the center, I guess you'd say, of the storm won't be to us until about 12.
No. Center of the storm won't be here until like 6 in the morning, but from like 12 to like 7 in the morning.
It's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be.
He said, go ahead and plan to lose your power.
Yeah.
The other day he was telling us, it ain't going to be like Gustav. Y'all ain't going to lose your power for days. Now he's saying, prepare to lose your power for a few days.
You got your generator ready?
I got my generator ready. I got my beer. I got my moonshine. I got my whiskey.
Here it comes, Heather. Hold on. Hold on. You're blowing away.
What you doing in here?
We got a 3 battery system here. Big old trolling motor batteries out of my boat. Heather's bass boat.
I can't get you in that.
Well, you're not very good at filming, then, are you?
Well, bend down your head some.
Okay, I'm bending down my head some, but we're going to run these in series. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, in parallel. We're running them in parallel, which means negative to negative to negative, positive to positive to positive for the inverter. Okay. If you do it the other way around, you go positive, negative to positive, and so on. You're hooking them up in series, which means you step up the voltage each time. Trust me, I learned this the hard way back when we had the ice storm a couple of years ago. I burnt my big inverter up at that time because I couldn't see what I was doing. It was dark where I was hooking it up. And when it was like 24 volt, I guess, by the time I got to there, and it burned it up. So you go negative to negative to negative, positive to positive to positive. It runs all these. It's a 12 volt system together and into that. And then I take that thing, and we're in our shed, which is hooked up to our house. And all I have to do is take that special plug I made there, and I plug it into the wall here in our shed. And it feeds electricity back to my breaker box. And then I have the breaker box set up because you have, well, I'm not going to get into too much technical detail. Those of you who know about electricity know what I'm talking about. But it feeds to certain breakers in this will feed certain breakers in my house that allows me to run so many plug-ins, the lights and stuff. It's not going to run like our air conditioning or freezers and stuff like that, refrigerators and stuff. That's what the generator's for. So like in the daytime, you run the generator, cool yourself and things like that, recharge these battery systems. And at night, whenever it's nice and cool, you don't want to run the generator all night long. You shut the generator down, turn this battery system on, and then run like these nice fans that we have, and you know, your lights, your TV. It'll run the TV and the computers, stuff like that, just fine. This is to get you through the night without having to run the generator all night long, right, Heather?
Right.
Okay. Hope that was informative for those of you wondering how to survive a hurricane.